Yo man, have you ever been on those copy websites for like big brands and you just think like, damn, that copy like just clicks. It's almost like there's a secret ingredient that just makes it perfect. Well, that is because there is. So today, inshallah, I'll be taking you through exactly what this special ingredient is and how to turn your copy into literal godlike copy using pain points. And trust me, this was the key from turning my clients from liking my copy to literally being addicted to reading it. I'm excited for this. I hope you're excited. Let's get into it.
So guys, don't want to waste time, so I'm probably gonna get straight onto it. But first I need to tell you something. No matter what fancy copyright tricks you use, if you don't understand the fundamentals of copy, or if you just saw this video thinking it's gonna instantly turn you into a good copywriter, well sorry, but you're wrong. This copy isn't here to turn your copy from bad to good. I made it so you can turn the copy from good to godlike. So if you're ready for these diamonds about to drop, get ready. I'm excited. Like I said, hope you're excited. Let's get into it. The free 2000, I don't even know. But guys, it's finally here. 2637.82 our copyright course masterclass. No, I'm joking. Okay. Okay, so this is exactly how you turn your copy from good to godlike using pain points. Let's go now. Now, first we need to know, what are you doing wrong? Why is your copy good and why isn't it godlike? Well, when you write copy, it's bland. It doesn't really have emotion. Everyone always teaches you to worry about punctuation. Probably not, but that's just what I thought of on the spot while making this. Or like these tiny things that don't even really matter. And you're just wasting your time because it's it's the whole like bigger picture, the emotion you're bringing that matters. It doesn't matter about that small little detail. Like I said, your copy doesn't bring emotion to the reader, and because you don't bring emotion, they don't take any action. Like there's nothing for them to take action if they don't feel that thing telling them to take action. So think about it like this, okay? You've got this guy, he's thirsty. He hasn't taken any action yet, so he's super thirsty. And this guy, he's taken action, so he's hydrated. His problem has been solved. This guy right here, this guy, his problem has not been solved yet. He's still thirsty. So because he hasn't taken action, this guy feels pain, okay? And your goal is to convince this person right here to drink water, aka use your solution. And that will bring them this. That's gonna bring them this, aka hydration. Okay? So let's move on. So what do pain points have to do with this? What does pain points actually have to do with this whole thing about emotion, okay? Now look, when you write bland copy, it doesn't trigger any emotion. It doesn't bring that thing in their heart telling them to take action. They won't take action because you're not reminding them their pain. Like if you're really thirsty and I keep telling you like, and I'm just talking about other stuff, distracting you, like maybe I'm talking about video games, maybe I'm talking about like cars, talking about stuff you like. You're kind of not going to think about your hydration problem. But if I were to constantly remind you about water and put a video in front of your face of like a nice waterfall, like the nicest, clearest water from like Alaska or something, you're gonna be reminded of that pain, and it's gonna be your likelihood to buy, likely. Oh wait, what is this? Anyways, your likelihood to buy is so much higher than before. Oh, sorry about that. Let's move on. So we'll move over. We see when you write copy that actually triggers emotion, they get reminded that they're in pain and they need your solution. So whenever there's a problem, you always have a solution to that problem, okay? And in this case, you have the solution to the problem, and they want the solution. So when you remind them of this pain, it doesn't even matter how much like how thirsty they are, like how much they even trust you, or how dirty the water, even if it's like lukewarm water. They're in so much pain that they're so likely to buy because they're so desperate to get their problem solved. So like again, for example, this is an example from Alex Ramosi. He was if this some guy is selling hot dogs, they're terrible hot dogs. They cost so much money, and yeah, the mustard is like on them is like 20 years expired. If that's the only hot dog place in town and people are starving to buy hot dogs, like they literally will die without hot dogs, they're still gonna buy because their pain is so high, meaning they're so much more likely to buy. So moving on, here are some examples of using pain points. So look bad. If you buy my water, you're gonna stop being thirsty. You notice how if you go back, if this is so bland. It's not actually triggering them to do anything. You're not reminding them of their pain. Sorry for the cut again, but look, here's a good example. Like you're triggering for emotion. We get it. Your tongue is dying for a drop of water. You can feel your dry, cracked lips begging for hydration, and you can feel the sun's rays beating down on you. Now, I'm not the best copywriter, and this isn't the best example, but do you notice how by using pain points, I'm inflicting them to take action and actually take my solution? Because this is so specific. This is so much more specific than buy my water, you're gonna stop being thirsty. Like there's such a low likelihood that they actually trust you. But if we do this, if we talk about their pain, not only is it more relatable, but also you're inflicting that pain on them, you're triggering emotion. So by this point of the video, it's probably feeling a bit repetitive because I've said it a billion times. You're triggering them to take an emotion. No, it's so much more specific, and again, trust goes up because relatability. If if you understand what they're going through, and you let them know through pain that you know and you understand the problem they're going through, they're gonna trust you and your solution so much more because if I would rather, like seriously, you would rather buy hot dogs from someone with 20 years of experience, who's selling it for maybe £20, than someone who's got no experience, um, and he's selling it for like 50p. Maybe not that much, but you can see how you'd be much more inclined to go to the more experienced guy. You trust him. Now, how do you actually use pain points? So step one, think hard about the situation your customers are in. If you don't understand what situation they're in, you can't really get that specific, going back to here. So you can't really be relatable. You can't, if you don't understand what pain they're going through, you can't really use pain points. They kind of become useless. Your customers in the niche usually share the same problem. So if you find a pain point for one person in one niche, it's probably going to be the exact same solution to solve that same problem for everyone in that same niche. So to look harder, this is basically like step B of step one. You look harder, find every single specific detail. You need to make sure you know every single pain. Pull out a Google Doc, write down any objections your buyer might have, type out the pains they have, type out their situations, do client interviews if you can, ask people with that problem around you that you know, like, what are their thoughts like, what are things that are the most painful for them. Just truly get to understand what is actual, like, what are they actually going through, what is the pain part of their problem. Now three, when you find the pain points, open another doc and write in as much detail about them. Like explain it fully, like fully explain what it is. Now you tone down the specificity of the pain points. Maybe remove a few unnecessary ones. Maybe remove like those really long like words that don't matter. And get the perfect blend of being specific and pain without becoming like Shakespeare. Because let's be honest, no one wants to read like a really long piece just like explaining all their struggles. You need to get specific but not too specific. And with this exact formula, you are going to get the perfect pain points to turn your copy from good to godlike. And yeah, that's it, guys. Sorry I haven't uploaded consistently. Like, I've hardly been uploading. I've had like 3 uploads in the last 3 months. So inshallah, every week, new uploads. I missed this week as well. I'm recording this one day. Yeah, it took me a while to make this monorail, even though you probably can tell that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Assalamu alaikum warahmatalhu wabarakatuh.